Hello friends, welcome to DNA Forum. Today we are going to start a quiz topic upon digestion and absorption. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So the deficiency of which vitamin is known to cause abortion in early pregnancy of rat? So options are retinol, calciferol, tocopherol and naphthoquinone. So hopefully the answer will be tocopherol. Why? Because specifically if we'll talk about all the vitamins over here, so retinol is helpful for proliferation, cell proliferation, and for that retinol is helpful. Okay, and if we'll talk about calciferol, it is otherwise known as vitamin D2, and which is used to treat the hyperparathyroidism. That means decreased functioning of the parathyroid gland, and for that particular reason calciferol is used. And apart from that, it is also used to treat the rickets. Okay, and specifically if we'll talk about tocopherol, and these are the class of organic chemicals compound which is found in, which specifically known as vitamin E activity. And because of this vitamin activity, and it is for the first time it was identified in the year of 1936 from a dietary fertility factor in rat. So the answer for this will be tocopherol. Okay, so specifically if we'll talk, the answer will be tocopherol, option C. Okay, then moving forward to second question. The swallowing of food from buccal cavity into esophagus is reflex action controlled by whom? So options are brain, medulla oblongata, hormones and peripheral nerve. So okay, so in this case specifically if we'll talk, brain will be not the answer. Why? Because brain is the ultimate controller of the body, but still specifically it is asking that swallowing of food from buccal cavity into esophagus is controlled by. So answer here will be option B. The medulla oblongata will be the answer. Why? Specifically if we talk about medulla oblongata, it's like anatomy wise, and medulla is off white in nature and slightly pink in color. And if we talk about the size and weight, so it will be varying from 2 ounce to 2.5 pounds, and which is specifically 59 grams to 72 grams, and it is composed of water, lipids and proteins and other molecules. Okay, and specifically if we talk about the functions, so breathing, maintaining blood pressures and temperature in the body, circulating the blood, digestion and regulating the sleep patterns. This all the activities or all the functions are carried out by medulla oblongata. So for this question the answer will be medulla oblongata, because specifically it is asking here the swallowing of food which is related to digestion. Okay, now coming to question number 3. So when gallbladder of a man is removed, what can happen? So options are like the fat digestion is not possible, acidity continues in duodenum, and effect of pancreatic juice upon the food is impaired, and all of the above. See, this is the function. If we specifically talk about gallbladder, you know it is the storehouse for bile juice which is being secreted by liver. Okay, so if it is being removed, that means obviously the fat digestion is not possible, because bile juice is helping to digest the fat. And apart from that, if the gallbladder will not be there, then the acidity obviously continues because it is directly being poured to the duodenum. Okay, and the last one also, the effect of pancreatic juice upon the food is impaired obviously. So answer will be for this question will be option number D. Okay, so question number 3 option will be D. Then coming to question number 4. When a piece of bread is chewed, it tastes sweet because, see, we know that in nutrition there are different types of nutrition, but if we'll specifically talk about bread, it is coming under your carbohydrate part. Okay, so see, options are like the sugar content are drawn out. Obviously, that will be the answer. But specifically, here the option B will be the answer. Why? Because the saliva will come into picture over here. The saliva will convert your starch into the maltose. Whatever the starch is present in the piece of bread, that is being converted into maltose due to digestion process, and it does not taste sweet. That will not be a relevant answer for this. And the taste buds are stimulated by chewing. That is obviously happening, but specifically for this question, it is asking about what kind of events is being occurring over here. So saliva is coming into picture. Okay, so option B will be the answer for this. Okay, then specifically talking about question number 5, means which are rich in fat are not digested in intestine in absence of. So like meals which are rich in fat are not digested in the intestine in absence of. So which specifically we'll talk about which enzyme, if it absent, then it will be not able to digest the fat. Okay, so here Pepsin is there, enterokinase is there, insulin is there, and stepsin is there. See, here the answer will be option number D. D will be the answer, stepsin. Why? See, why? Because these are the few enzymes are in our body which is specifically active regarding the digestion process. But the lipase is otherwise known as stepsin, but stepsin is otherwise lipase only, and lipase is a enzyme which breaks down the fat into fatty acid and glycerol. So here it is asking the fat rich food will not be digested, so answer will be lipase, but here the alternative name of lipase is given, which is stepsin. Okay, and if the other, we will talk about the other enzymes also. See, there is entire enzymes I have given here. Enterokinase, which is converts the trypsinogen into trypsin. Trypsinogen is the inactive form and trypsin is the active form. Okay, and amylase, which is present in salivary gland, okay, which acts upon the carbohydrates, which convert them into sugar. And maltase also there, maltase which converts the maltose into simple sugar glucose. And lactase is there, like specifically dairy products, okay, and it converted them into glucose and galactose. And if it is not digested, then fermented in the gut and produce the gas. Okay, and lipase I have already discussed, that is named as stepsin, and which helps to break down the fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Okay, apart from that, protease is also there, or peptidase is also there, which acts upon the protein to form amino acid. Okay, and pepsin specifically talk about protein to peptides, and trypsins like a enzyme specifically released from pancreas converted the enzyme into which is released from small intestine, and it converts the carboxypeptidase to and break the peptides. Okay, and lastly sucrase secreted by SI like small intestine acts upon the sucrose to form fructose and glucose. Okay, so for this question specifically the answer will be stepsin. Okay, then coming to question number 6, the contraction of gallbladder is induced by, so which of the hormone is responsible for the contraction of gallbladder? See, the answer will be here, answer will be your option number B will be the answer. Okay, option number B. Why? So again, secretin, like estrogestrone, gastrin will be not the answer. Why? Because if we specifically talk about the functions of all these enzymes, see, gastrin is a peptide hormone primarily responsible for enhancing the gastric muscular mucosal growth, okay, and gastric motility, apart from the secretion of hydrochloric acid. Okay, and the secretin, if we'll talk about, it is a hormone that regulates the water homeostasis. Okay, and enterogestrone is a hormone which is secreted by the mucosa of the duodenum in the lower gastrointestinal tract. But here we are talking about gallbladder. Okay, so cholecystokinin will be the answer. It is peptide hormone for gastrointestinal system responsible for the stimulating of the digestion of fat and protein. Okay, so now coming to the question number 7, functional unit of absorption of digested food are. See, functional unit means where the food is absorbed. Okay, in small intestine, and what is present over there? So villi is present over there. So villi will be the answer. Okay. So now moving forward to question number 8, a carbohydrate splitting enzyme is secreted by. See, carbohydrate where the carbohydrate is being like digested or split in the mouth. Okay, and here what is present? In the last class also I have discussed about the types of salivary gland. So answer will be salivary gland for this question, because salivary amylase which converts the carbohydrate, okay, into glucose. Okay, now coming to question number 9, the duct leading from the parotid gland and opening into vestibule is like, it is otherwise called which ducts? Okay, so here this will be called Stenson's duct. Okay, the duct which is related to parotid gland is called Stenson's duct. Why? Because there is another 3 ducts are also there. So submandibular gland is like related to Wharton's duct, and like mesomorphic duct is related to Wolffian duct, and parotid duct is related to Stenson's duct. So for this question the answer will be Stenson's duct. Okay. Okay. Now coming to question number 10, the like pancreatic lipase acts up. Pancreatic lipase, again the question coming under lipase. See, when we're talking about lipase, it is always like digest the fat. So you have to find out which option is related to fat. Here glycogen is given, here triglyceride is given, here disaccharide is given, and polypeptide is given. So glycogen is something which is not related to fat. So answer will be for this question will be triglycerides. Why? See, glycogen is a form of glucose. Okay, and disaccharide is also a like doubling of glucose, two molecules of glucose, okay, or sugars. And polypeptide are important polymers in both polymer and protein science. So answer will be triglyceride because it is a type of fat. So for this question, answer will be triglyceride. Okay. Now coming to question number 11, diastema is a toothless gap in the jaw of rabbit between. So which are the teeth in between gap is present? See, specifically this topic is under your anatomy part. So here answer will be your incisor and premolar. Why? Just look at the diagram over here. This is two cases there. First case is for man, okay, which is between this gap you are see visible. Okay, the gap between the incisor is known as diastema. So in case of human, it is between the incisor only. But if you talk about the rabbit, see there is a huge gap between your incisor and premolar. Okay, this is the case of diastema. This gap is known as diastema. Okay, so in case of rabbit, the gap will between be the incisor and premolar. Okay. Okay. Now coming to question number 11. So small intestine is distinguishable into three parts. Okay, a U-shaped and a long coiled middle portion and a highly coiled. So answer no doubtably it will be duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Okay, duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Option number C. Okay. Then coming to question number 13, the pH of Succus entericus. Okay, the pH is specifically over here. It will be 7.6. The pH of Succus entericus will be 7.6. I have additionally given few pH for other some enzymes and other substance also, like saliva it is 6 to 7, gastric secretion 1 to 3.5, pancreatic secretion 8 to 8.3, bile juice 7.8, small intestine secretion 7.5 to 8, and Bernard's gland secretion 8 to 8.9, and large intestinal secretion it is 7.5 to 8. The pH varies. Okay. So for this question, Succus entericus is pH is 7.6. Option A will be the answer. Okay. Now coming to question number 14. DNAs and RNAs are enzymes secreted by. See, DNAs and RNA is something which is used to cut the specific site of DNA and RNA. Okay. And these enzymes are secreted by which parts or which glands? Okay. So it is secreted by pancreas only. Remember, DNAs and RNAs are secreted by pancreas only. Okay. And let's talk about DNAs and RNAs. So DNAs or deoxyribonuclease are enzymes that specifically cleave or degrade the DNA in application such as RNA isolation, reverse transcription, and preparation of DNA fragmentation. Okay, reverse transcription sometimes occurs in types of virus. Okay, and RNase is important enzyme for removal of RNA for free RNA or free DNA purification reaction such as plasmids like during the DNA purification and genomic DNA purification. So DNAs and RNAs are two enzymes secreted by pancreas only. Option A will be the answer. Okay. Then coming to question number 15. Man cannot digest cellulose whereas cow and other herbivorous animals can. Because why? What is the reason behind it? The options are like they have enzyme cellulose in their stomach. No. They masticate it well by chewing the teeth. No. And they have bacteria in their alimentary canal which digest the cellulose. Yes. So this will be the answer. Why? Because there are specific types of bacteria are there. Okay, which converts all this activity. Okay, which helps in the digestion process. So option C will be the answer for this. Okay, they have special type of bacteria in the alimentary canal of which digest the cellulose. Okay, and now coming to question number 16, Vermiform's appendix is made up of. Okay, so here it is something like which related to which kind of tissue he is asking. It is related to which kind of tissue. So answer for this question will be lymphatic tissue. Why? See, because first of all you need to know what is appendix. The appendix is the blind-ended tube located at the junction of small and large intestine, and the tissue that make up the appendix are the surrounding gut region are immune tissue and is lymphatic in origin. Okay, actually it is immune tissue, but it is specifically originated from a lymphatic region. So the answer for this question will be lymphatic tissue. Option number D. Then coming to question number 17, which group contains biocatalyst? Okay, it is very simple. So options are like peptidase, amylase, renin, and myosin, oxytocin, adrenaline, rhodopsin, pepsin, and steapsin, glucose, amino acid, fatty acid. Glucose will be not the answer for sure. Then pepsin, steapsin, rhodopsin will be not the answer. So for this question, it will be renin, amylase. Okay, yeah, renin, peptidase, and amylase. Okay. because all these are catalyst. Renin is specifically present in the child, like in case of pepsin, renin will be there in case of childs. Okay, because they are like they are eating, drinking some amount of milk products, so renin is helpful to digest that milk products. Okay, in case of infants or in case of child, renin is present. So peptidase, amylase and renin are the group of content biocatalyst. Okay, now coming to question number 18, herbivorous animals can digest the cellular, because the same question arises again. So answer will be directly, will be moving to question number B, because bacteria present in their cecum help in digestion of the cellulose. Yeah, you can just note down here, bacteria is specifically released in from cecum. Okay. Okay. Then coming to question number 19, mammalian teeth are. See, there are different types of teeth according to the arisal. So here the answer will be, it is just thecodont. Okay, the answer will be thecodont, because twice the mammalian teeth like arises twice. Okay, one like temporary teeth or meal teeth, then permanent teeth. So this kind of structure consists of thecodont. Okay. Then last question, the gallbladder is attached to the liver in the region of. So which specific region it is attached to? So it is attached to the right lobe. It is attached to the right lobe towards the liver. Okay. Okay. So in this topic we have covered 20 questions regarding the digestion and absorption. The next part will come very soon.